What's up, guys? Welcome to the fifth and final match here in this Under the Microscope series with Jeskai Delver. 5 matches usually more than you get when it comes under the microscope. Usually I do only 3, but I thought because not only were some of the games really short, this deck is so aggressively slanted that games go by really fast. So I thought, maybe 5 matches will make up for the fact that we don't get to see too much back and forth. So yeah, we won the die roll, and we would like to play first. Take a look at our opener here. Yeah, turn 3 Geist, turn 1 Inspector. I think that's a keep. And I think I'm going to get a basic plane, just because I don't know what I'm up against, and there's no reason to shock myself just yet. And let's see what we're up against here. But yeah. I wonder if it's going to be better to cash in our clue or play another Inspector. Curse Catcher. Interesting. I think playing the second Inspector is going to be better. So no Aether Vial is pretty good for us, right? No. Play another Inspector. Kind of just blocks the ground in case they don't have a Lord here. If they have something like a Silver Gill Adept or something like that. That way this Curse Catcher just can't get in for just 1 damage, which could be relevant. And then we'll play down a Geist. So Merfolk, interesting matchup. I'm not quite sure how it will go down. Something like a Spreading Seas on my plains would be annoying, but we still have obviously 2 more white sources in hand. Silver Merfolk Sovereign? What is that? Trigger Merfolk can't be blocked this turn. Okay, interesting. I don't think that's stock, so that's very interesting. Very interesting to see indeed. So here, I think we'll just go ahead and swing out. They don't know we have Geist, and I don't really want them to know. I want them to make that decision before they see all that I have to play. And there's Geist. So if we can get Geist through, like if we top deck another removal spell, and we can... Oh, Mirror Readery. Also a pretty good card. Pretty good magic card. I guess Merfolk Sovereign is kind of like a backup plan if you don't have Island Walk. Ooh, wow, they're getting aggressive. No, I'm gonna let that damage through, absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and path the Readery. And then we'll swing in there for 8. And this remand is actually pretty good when they don't have an Aether Vial and they're relying on what? Red? What is going on here? Blue-red Merfolk? Now that's absolutely crazy. Okay, but they're at 9. It's not going to take that many more hits to get him down. Especially with his remand here, which plays around Curse Catcher. So if they want to go Merfolk Sovereign, do I counter that? I don't think so. I think I'd rather counter the Merfolk Sovereign. That is if they even go for it. They might keep up. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and remand that. Delver. I think it's going to be close. If they again get aggressive here, it's definitely going to be a nail biter. Yeah. Oh my god, lightning bolt. If I swing out, no, that's lethal, right? Yeah, that's lethal. Whew, what a draw. Oh, blue-red merfolk, you have met your match. Right? 4, 5, 6. Yep. Even if they block Geist, um, they're dead. Game. GG. Okay. Game 2. Against Merfolk, I guess we can bring in the extra Lightning Helix. Blessed Alliance is okay, especially if they get Kira sometimes. Timely might be okay. I imagine Remand's not going to be good, especially on the draw. Even Mana Leak is like not something I really want to have. Click can at least trade. Geist can apply pressure. We may just have to play a couple of these Remands. Because we don't have much to bring in here. We don't have like a board sweeper because we're also an aggressive deck. So let's just run it back. Remand might still be useful if they don't have a vial and they still need to hardcast their 3 drops. Sure. Steam Vents. Blue-red merfolk coming at ya. Alright, there's the Aether Vial. Which feels really bad now with Remand in hand. Maybe I should have shocked Hollow Fountain rather than Steam Vents. Because now if they have Spreading Seas, that's going to be really annoying to lose our red source. But these are both pretty good cards. So I don't feel too bad at all. We got removal. We have Timely. We have Geists. Multiples, which may be relevant. Alright. What do you got on 2 here? Yep, oh, there's the Spreading Seas. That's exactly what I was worried about. Here I'll just keep up Remand. I don't want to play out Scalding Tarn. Although I could have played Scalding Tarn. I could have. And then I could have kept up Bolt just in case. But here they may want to just jam one of their 3 drops instead of using it off Aether Vial. And then I can at least get some value off of Remand. But that Aether Vial is scary. I just want to actually use this Remand in the face of Aether Vial. If they don't give me that opportunity, things could spiral out of control very quickly. This is a... Ooh, alright, 3 mana. Seachrome. Yeah. Seachrome into Geist. Again, the longer I can take before I need to reveal my red source, the better. Sure, they're gonna throw something in there from their Aether Vial. What is that? Can you end step? If an opponent lost 3 or more life this turn, you may draw a card. That's really cool. I guess that's decent in the grindy matchups, right? here's where they get to go off, basically. They get to play a Lord, swing for 2, maybe 3 if they have 2 Lords. I'm not blocking with Geist. There's no way. Alright, so we know they have 2 Lords because they played one of the other ones already. And they're going to want to play it out right now. Or not. Interesting. I think I want to kill the Marrow Regery right now. Yep, because Lord will only increase it by... Oh, actually, I think I should have timely before that. Oh, Kira. Jeez, what a blowout. Oh, wait, what am I... No, yeah, this is when you cast becomes the target of a spell or ability for the first time. You have to do that before. So now I'm kind of okay trading Geist for Kira. Kira is insane, though. Kira is definitely going to be trouble. Alright, instead we just get a free 4 damage in there. Oh my god, man, my sequencing is all wrong. I was supposed to play timely. Well, we'll just get 3 tokens. And pass the turn. But Kira's a problem. Kira means we need to draw another red source very soon. Ideally next turn. Oh wow, another Marrow Regery. Yeah, then they have another Lord there. They can go ahead and even untap their could have untapped their Aether Vial, but instead they're untapping Island, which is understandable. Oh god, more? Oh jeez. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Especially now because they all have Island Walk. They're all 4/4s, and I need to first get through Kira before I do anything. So they kind of had it all here. I'm dead next turn, right? 4/4/4/4. That's... I guess I can block this one. That's 4/4/4, which is 12, 14. That's still dead. That is still dead. Yeah, I knew playing out this red source early was a mistake, and that's probably what's going to come back to bite me. I'm going to make him attack for lethal. Because there is a line here where, for some reason, they don't attack with everything. Might be okay. Alright. Basically, as long as they attack with 1, 2, 3, 4, we are dead. Oddly enough, if we hadn't played this, we would have actually not had natural islands. But of course, spreading seas would do that. See if they can see the line. And they do. Okay, merfolk. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these remans. Stony might be pretty good. Oh, but Stony shuts off our clues. So let's bring in Wear Tear. And 1 Stony. 2 Stonies definitely seems like overkill. We really only need 1 to shut off Aether Vial. I'd like to play first. Yes. Yeah, this is actually a really great hand. Lets us get very, very aggressive very quickly. Opponent's going down to 6. Always a great sign. They keep their hand, put a card on top. That is unfortunate for us. Hopefully no Kira. No Vial plus Kira. Because those are the two best ways to beat control. Alright. Step 1 achieved. Alright, let's see if we can flip Delver. A quick flip would be... Not quite. What we can do is get a Sacred Foundry here. Serum Visions, that's annoying. No instant sorceries. Is Snapcaster good enough, though? I think so. So Snapcaster Mage doesn't flip our Delver, but it's a great value card. Going to be really important to getting through our opponent's board, maximizing our removal spells. Let's see what our opponent decides to do here. Spreading Sea Sacred Foundry would be pretty annoying. But it looks like it's... What? Cozy's Trickster. Whenever opponent shows that you may put a... Oh, and I guess they can play that at instant speed, right? No, we don't want to reveal Snapcaster Mage. Alternatively, I could have drawn, but then I can't keep up Lightning Bolt. So instead here, we'll just keep up our clue and attack with Thraben Inspector. If they want to block, they can go ahead and do so. I don't think they're going to, though. Yep, not surprising. And here I kind of just want to keep up Bolt plus Clue. At the same time, I want to save Bolt for their more powerful lord effects. Alright, taking Aether Vial up to 2. We don't know any of their cards anymore, so they got 4 cards in hand, 3 lands, Aether Vial on 2. This is definitely not the best, not the best situation. Interesting. So just attack with 1. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Let's see what my opponent's follow-up is. 3 mana, 2 mana. 0 mana. Curse Catcher. Yep, that's fine. Let's see. Crack a Clue. See what we get. Flooded Strand. Let's see if we can finally flip Delver. No. No, we can't. I'm actually going to hold back Thraben Inspector now. And I'll play out this island. I think Thraben Inspector is going to do a better job on blocking duty now. Alright, Aether Vial. Put a creature into play. Kira, why? Why Kira? That's really tilting. That is really tilting. If we flip Delver, we can actually block Kira. I mean, I'll trade. Do they have some sort of instant speed tricks? Lands. Lands for days. Again, I don't want to shuffle my library because of this Trickster. At the same time, it does limit the amount of spells that I can play. And Kira. I wonder how many Kiras they actually play. Ragery. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so they're not revving up Mutavault, which is, I guess, good for us. They're going to be swinging here for 6. Two. I'm not blocking. Yeah, the fact that we weren't able to flip this Delver really changed the whole game. And that's a weird time to play that. Sure. I just don't see how we're beating Kira. Finally, Delver. Finally. Is it too late, though? I could go Bolt, Snap, Bolt right now. Bolt, Snap, Bolt. And then I get hit for 9. Okay, I could go Bolt, Helix, and then I don't die. Because I can't go Helix, Snap, Helix because of Curse Catcher. So I think... Alright, we get rid of the Kira. And then next turn... Well, this turn we have to keep Delver back to block Master, or else it's lethal with Mutavault. And next turn we can go Snap. Wow, that's oh, I will take that trade. I will take that trade any day. Oh my gosh. That did not seem like good use of their mana. We get hit for 9 here. Unless something crazy is off the top of our opponent's deck here. But in general, they're hellbent. Yeah, that seemed like a horrible play. We could still be dead, though. We could still be very dead. So they can rev up Mutavault, swing for... Actually, that's 10. That's 10 with Mutavault. Oh, no, come on. What? I guess sometimes sometimes your opponent just has it all. I'm not gonna concede quite yet because this is the only thing giving our opponent Island Walk. So if we can somehow get rid of it, yeah, that's so tilting. That is. Do I even crack fetch without a curse catcher? I mean, I can still just basic if I need to. Yeah, I think we're dead, right? We go up to 11. Actually, we're not dead. Go up to 11 and we get hit for 10. Can we fade one more draw step? Is that even a thing? Because we're kind of just delaying the inevitable here. If we're able to draw another cheap removal spell, we can deal with the Master. No, stop. Okay. So we get smacked for another 10 here. Okay. We're not dead. Geist. All right, now we're officially dead. Good games, blue-red merfolk. Weird build, maybe with some weird one-drop inclusions. Like I can beat one Kira. I don't think I can beat two. It's just the way it works. But yeah, that was the 5th match with Jeskai Geist, and I hope you enjoyed it. And stick around for some closing statements in just a few moments. See you soon. All right, guys, welcome to the closing statements. Thanks for sticking around this long, and I hope you enjoyed the 5 matches for this Under the Microscope series. You know, usually there's only 3, but this time there was 5 because I felt like, you know, this deck is pretty aggressive. Games are pretty short, and so because there's less time, you know, for these games, you know, I thought I could definitely provide you guys with a little bit more content to make you guys a little bit happier, or at least get to see more of the deck in different scenarios, see how consistent it is. So overall, we went 4-1, got 4 wins, 1 loss, and generally, I like how Jeskai Delver performs. Of course, I think the only issue sometimes is that there's other decks that go wide a little bit better than us, like Elves, like Merfolk, and it feels like a real non-bow to play something like Anger or Supreme Verdict in the sideboard. So my recommendation moving forward, probably get something like an Engineered Explosive in the sideboard here. You know, yeah, sometimes you might hit your own Delver, sometimes you might hit your own Geist, but really there's that sweet spot where 2 mana, and you can blow up your opponent's entire board sometimes. So overall, I think that would definitely be a welcome change, a welcome addition to the deck. Second, let's talk about kind of the elephant in the room. I don't think Thraben Inspector is particularly good here. In fact, I think the deck needs a higher spell count because there were so many times where Delver just did not flip, and it cost us the game. So I think not only does the Thraben Inspector potentially need to be a slot for spells, I don't think it's any better than Swift Spear or even Spell Queller. the meta is just not grindy enough for Thraben and Spectre to be better than any of the other two options. You don't have time to crack clues uh, unless you're playing against like Jund or Abzan or even against Grixis Shadow. You don't have time to crack clues. The game gets closed out very quickly. So while I love Thraben and Spectre, I don't think this is the deck for it. I think Swift Spear definitely helps the more aggressive tilt for the deck. So something like 3 Swift Spear and 1 more spell could make the deck perform so much better, in my opinion. At the same time, I don't think we need 22 lands. There was kind of this idea that maybe you need 22 lands. Okay, hit your land drop to hit turn 3 Geist, or have mana to crack your clues. But slamming turn 3 Geist is not necessarily necessary because you have so much to do on turns 1 and 2. There's going to be very few times where you just have nothing to do with your mana. So I don't think really upping the land count to ensure turn 3 Geist, because this is not a turn 3 Geist deck necessarily. This is a Delver deck. And slamming Delver, slamming a threat, and taking it to victory is going to be the way that you win. And so I'm not even convinced we need all 4 Geists. Usually I've seen lists like this play 3, sometimes 4. So 22 lands seems a bit high, especially without 4 drops. We're not no cryptics. We have Serum Visions to smooth our draws. I could definitely see an argument for cutting 1 land and adding another spell. On that topic, I think this is the kind of deck that will definitely benefit from the release of Opt. It's the kind of cantrip that doesn't set up Delver, but could assist maybe 1 or 2 copies, because normally sometimes these lists play sleight of hand. I think having an instant speed cantrip allows us to keep up things like Bolt, Helix, Remand, Mana Leak, while still turning through our deck and not having to commit to a sorcery speed option. So just like with most Delver builds, I think Opt is going to be a welcome addition. In general, I thought the rest of the deck played pretty smoothly. I can't complain too much. Like I said, I think I got flooded a bit often. I think Delver didn't flip enough, but I like the click, I like the Geist, and I think the sideboard overall was just okay. I think 3 Dispels is a bit much, but of course you can play around with that. I think maybe cut a Dispel, add like an Engineered Explosives, and you could have a really solid sideboard here. But yeah, in general, I really enjoyed the deck. Seachrome Coast, Spire Bluff, both really great lands, and we get to take advantage of it because we're a really low to the ground aggressive deck. We don't need to hit 4 mana. So having a 4th land come in untapped, or come in tapped, doesn't hurt us quite as much as those Cryptic Command decks or and the like. And that's not to say that we don't snap Helix or snap Mana Leak Remand, but we definitely snap Bolt or snap Path more often than those. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed the deck. I think Jeskai Delver is in a good spot. At the same time, is it better than Grixis Delver? I'm not sure. I really enjoy Geist of St. Traft. And in the meta right now, it's actually really hard to deal with. There's not too much Liliana the Veil running around. But yeah, those are the last few things I have to say about Jeskai Delver. I'm really excited about Opt, and maybe I can give this deck another shot when Opt comes out. So last thing, thank you so much for watching and staying tuned. And I'll hopefully release some more videos next week. I'll see you guys soon.